everybody. We have another stat video here. Now we're going to be taking a look at finding z given a normal distribution. So for a normal distribution, to find z, the equation is z equals x minus mu divided by sigma. So now let's look at finding some z values for an x given a mu and a sigma. So let's say our mu is going to be 100. And our sigma is going to equal 10. So given a mu of 100 and a sigma of 10, what is the probability that x is greater than 75? In order to find that x is greater than 5, we have to convert this into z units using our z transformation table. So our z is going to equal 75 minus 100 over 10, because we have our x, which is 75, our mu, which is 100, and sigma, which is 10. So 75 minus 100 equals negative 25, and then over 10, so that's going to equal negative 2.5. So we looked this up on our z table. So because it's negative, we're going to be looking at the negative side. So negative 2.50, which is 0.0062. But because we know that all of the numbers on our z table are less than, we're looking for greater than. So x is greater than 75, so we're going to take 1 minus 0.0062, which gives us a probability of 0.9938, or 99.38% chance that x is greater than 75 given a mu of 100 and a standard deviation of 10. So given the same mu and sigma, let's take a look at what the probability that x is less than 70. So we just put in our 70 in place for our x. So now we have 70 minus 100 divided by 10. So our z is going to equal negative 3. So we're going to be looking up negative 3 on our z table. So our z table at negative 3 is going to be 0.00135. So because we're looking at less than, we're going to take the number that it says on the z table, because the numbers on the z table are for less than. So we have a 0.135% chance of x being less than 70. So now let's take a look at what is the probability that x is less than 80 or greater than 110 given a mu of 100 and a sigma of 10. So x is less than 80 or x is greater than 110. So now we're going to be doing this equation twice. So with the first one, we can put 80 in. And the second one, we can put 110. So we have 80 minus 100 over 10, which is negative 20. And 110 minus 100, which is 10. So the first one is going to equal negative 2. And the second one is going to equal 1. So now we have the probability that x is less than 80, our z is negative 2, and the probability that x is greater than 110, our z is 1. So the probability that z is less than negative 2 and the probability that z is greater than 1. So we look up on our z tables, negative 2 which negative 2 on our z-table is 0.0228. And now for our probability that z is greater than 1, we're going to look up 1 on the positive side of our z-table, and then take 1 minus what we find. So on your z-table, 1 is 0.8413. So we're going to take 1 minus 0.8413, which equals 0.1587. So now what we're going to do is we just add up the probability that z is less than negative 2 and the probability that z is greater than 1. So it's going to equal 0.0228 plus 0.1587, which is going to equal 0.1815. So we know that we have an 18.15% chance of x being less than 80 or greater than 110. So there are some examples of finding the probability of x given a normal distribution with a set mu and sigma.